Hi again, Roz here at the Revamp Revolution. If you're regular to my channel, welcome back. Nice to see you again. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for coming along on the journey with us. I love to recycle. I love to take something that's been discarded and turn it into something beautiful and useful again. And in my world, I like my sewing to be uncomplicated. So today I want to do a little project with you that's not only fun and uncomplicated, but quick and easy to do. So I've thrifted a little pair of linen drawstring pants, 3/4 pants, and a tiered skirt with lovely rose pattern on it. So the pants are kind of in a very light khaki, and those similar colours in darker shades are in the skirt. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to turn the skirt into a top and the pants into some pantaloons. All right, let's see what I come up with. So the first thing I've done, I have cut 3.5 inches off the bottom of the skirt, and now what I'm going to do is cut off this whole bottom frill, and that's going to be my frill. I'm going to cut it off up above the stitch line, and that's going to be my frill that I can put on the pantaloons, so it'll save me gathering it. So I'll just start it off here. And I'm going to cut all the way around the outside. Yes, so the strip, the 3.5 inch strip that I've taken off the bottom, that's going to become the straps on the top. And I may even have a bit extra that I could maybe fancy it up a little bit with a frill, or I'll just see how it looks at the end. Maybe just a little bit of lace here and there. I'm just free cutting this, not measuring, and just leaving enough that I can sew it onto the pants. There we go. Nearly there. What a beautiful pattern this is. There's birds on it, there's lovely roses, and it's a beautiful soft rayon, so it's going to be so nice to wear. And the top half is lined as well, so that's another bonus. Nearly there. Okay, all done. So that frill is taken from the bottom. This is the part that is going to become the top. And what I'm going to do now, I measured up 8 inches from the bottom of the capri pants, and I've drawn a line, which you can see there, and I'm just going to freehand cut the bottom off these because I would like approximately an 8 inch frill on the bottom. One leg's gone. And there goes the other leg. Okay, so my next job is to go to my machine, and so what I've done, I've neatened the bottom of the capri pants where I cut them off, and I've turned them up onto the outside, and I've ironed them 1/4 inch all the way around, and I'm going to straight stitch them all the way around with a neutral cotton and starting from the inside leg. Here we go. So for my next step, what I've done, I've neatened the ruffle that we cut off the bottom of the tiered skirt, and I've also neatened the top part of it, about 1/2 inch from where the gathering is. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to place it onto my leg, and with a straight stitch and a neutral cotton, and starting at the inside leg, I'm going to stitch all the way around just the first layer of ruffles on each leg. Here we go. So now that I'm just about to the end, what I'm going to do, I'm going to slip this out of my machine, and I'm going to cut this off so that there's just enough to overlap that first layer of stitching, and then I'll neaten that and come back to my machine and finish stitching it on. So I'm back at the machine. I've neatened that last bit, I've cut it off and then neatened it, and now I'm just going to finish stitching over the top of the other side. Here we go. Well, the first layer of ruffles is all stitched on, and when it came to the second layer, so what I've done, I've measured up 5.5 inches and I've drawn a line where I want the second layer to go, but my problem was I didn't have quite enough to do the whole way around with the ruffle. So what I did, I cut in half what I had, and I've put a little finishing lace on the bottom of it, and then I went to my stash and I found some lace from a tablecloth, and I've stitched it on. So I've got 2 ruffles with lace for each leg now, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the pants leg now, and I'm going to stitch on starting at the inside leg again, and I'm going to match up the seams, and I'm going to pin it all around, and then when I get to the lacy part, I'll softly pleat it until I get to the rest of the ruffle, and then it's all straight stitching from there. So what I'll do now, I'll go and pin it, and then I'll come back and show you it when it's all pinned before I start stitching it. So the second layer of ruffles is all pinned on with the lace bits. Now what I decided to do, I've put the lace on one side, on one leg, and in the middle on the other, just for a little bit of difference, and just to make it a bit more interesting. So my next step now is to the machine and get it all stitched up. So we've got our beautiful ruffles all stitched on, and the final, I just want to make the final touches to the pantaloons. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off the top of the ruffles with the same lace that I put on the bottom of that ruffle there. So I'm going to put that around both legs, and also, if you remember the big long strip that I cut off the bottom of the skirt, I've taken 50 inches of that, and I'm going to stitch that and make a tie, and I'm going to put a nice bow out of that tie just on the side of that lace bit there, just to add a little bit of detail and interest. So back to the machine. So I'm back at the machine and I'm stitching the lace, just covering up that raw edge at the top of the ruffles. I'm going to do a smallish zigzag stitch, and I've got a neutral coloured cotton, and I'm starting from the inside leg. Off we go. So the pantaloons are all finished. So I've added the lace on top of the ruffle, and I put a lovely big floppy bow on one side of the leg. So that concludes part one of the project, which is the pantaloons. So the next step is the top. Now, I promised you this was going to be a really simple project, and I'm going to keep my promise. Okay, so all we're going to do now is what's left of this skirt, we're going to neaten the bottom of it and put a really tiny hem. And remember the strip that I cut off the bottom of the skirt? So I used 50 inches for the bow, and the balance of it I've cut into 4 equal pieces, and I am going to make them into 4 tie straps, and we're just going to attach them to the top to make a little tie top to go with the pantaloons. Okay, it's back to the sewing machine for me. Okay, job done. The top's all completed, the straps are on, the hem's done, and here are the pantaloons, all finished. How cute are these? Now I'm going to do some photography on these, so if you want to see what it looks like on, slip across to my YouTube shorts on my YouTube channel, and I'll put something up so you can see what it looks like on. Now, if you're wondering about this little jacket that I've upcycled, the inspiration for this one came from a very talented lady by the name of Tracy Myers. I'll put a link to Tracy below. Now, Tracy and I both belong to a group called the Ruffles Rebels, and they're on the school platform, that's SKOOL. And it's a group of ladies and gents, and we get together and brainstorm different ideas, or if we're having problems with our upcycling, whether it be the technology side of it or the sewing side of it, we throw it in the ring and everybody discusses it. We have Zoom calls every week. So it's free to join, so it's well worth it. But if you want to take it a bit further, you can become a premium member, and you get lots of benefits with being a premium member. So, brings me to the close of this project. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've gained something out of it. All right, and we'll see you next time. So, happy upcycling, everyone.